I said, why we don't do a remake of that? So we tried to contact Paramount. He didn't want to. And he said, oh, let's just give up and let's do something else. He wanted to do something else like Cyborg. And I really didn't want to. I really wanted to do the sequel of Bloodsport, to be honest, Kickboxer, but he didn't want to. He says, yeah, no more martial arts movie. I want to do movies like Stallone, like Schwarzenegger. So I said, that's why I came up with that movie with Charles Bronson. At least it has, some action. And I will, after, I'll say, okay, let's add some kicking, And then what can I say? I said to Jean Claude, we have the right to be inspired, even though Paramount refused for us to do remake. We have the right to be inspired. So people don't know about that. But when I said, then they look back at Hard Times, and then they see, yes, it has. We can see we were inspired by that movie.
Mm-hmm,
so. Then we brought Sheldon Lettish with us, who wrote Bloodsport and who basically wrote a Rambo movie with Stallone.
Yep.
And we thought he was very talented. So we proposed for him to write, and then he said, yes, but I would love to direct. So he showed us some stuff he did in the army, some directing, and we loved it, actually. It was not bad at all. So that's how, and with nothing, actually, he did that movie with nothing. So that we took in consideration too. And then finally, we had him to write and direct the movie Lionheart. And then my brother was like, because Attila, the bad guy, Sunil Shah, Sandeep Shah, Asha, the three Pakistani brothers who has the company called Imperial Entertainment, they wanted me because, of course, I play Tong Po and Kickboxer was huge. So we want you to play Attila. And my brother was like, hey, no, let me do that. I want to do that. Say, but you remember what you said before. Remember?
Wow. Full circle. Full circle.
I had to struggle for like so many years, It was very, very hard. So I said, you want everything easy. So he said, come on. I mean, nobody thought you were going to make it. I mean, come on. So I said, let me see what I can do. Then I spoke to the brothers, and then they said, what? He said, yeah, I like my brother to do the part of Attila. He said, it's very rare we propose to somebody a lead part with Van Damme again. I mean, I know it's again, but still, we don't understand, they didn't understand. I said, yeah, but, I said, I accomplished my dream already, more than my dream, to be honest. It was already more than my dream.
Exactly.
So I would like to accomplish also the dream of my brother. So they liked that, but they said, yeah, I mean, that's nice, that's sweet, but what did he do? I said, nothing, because he never did nothing before Attila. Yeah, but I mean, a small part, something we can see what he's acting. He's nothing. He's electrician, he's electrician in Brussels. He just, repair, when problems on the street, light, red, green, and then he fixes that. So that's what he does. But he's also champion in boxing.
There we go.
Oh, he said, yeah, I mean, I said, he knows also Jean-Claude long time ago, and he can do also a great fight. People also, I said, people want something new. They already see Tong Po. They already saw it. So people, human being, they love new stuff,
Yes.
new things. So I said, let's give them something new. So I said, listen, let me take care of him. I'll pay his airline ticket. He'll stay with me and you'll see him. That's what we did. And he's huge. He's a bit bigger than me, you know,
He's
very
huge.
impressive. So he started to move, you know, hit the, you know, he started to move and, you know, and then they were like, oh, so that's how my brother got the part. And I took the part of Mustafa, which was a smaller part, but, you know,
The Legionnaire.
I had no problem, of course. And I just am so passionate in movies. I was actually way more passionate. I love acting, but I love working on screenplays. I love, you know, working on the casting of the fighters, which Frank Dux also helped. Jean Claude helped. My brother also helped. So it was a teamwork. And I loved, you know, post-production. I just love cutting the image, you know, especially the fight scenes. I love to put the sound in the right place, the right sound, you know. If it's the stomach, it's the stomach. If it's the face, it's the face, you know, and I just love all that. And coming up with ideas and things like that happens to me middle of the night, you know, middle of the night. And for me not to forget, I take my dictaphone and I you know, when ideas come up to me.
Yeah.
So we sit down with Sheldon Ledish and we helped each other, and that's how I believe big success is always a teamwork.
Yeah.
You know, by myself I would be nothing. So thank God I was very lucky to be working with very talented people.
Definitely. And for Lionheart, it sounds like Lionheart was sort of your baby, right? You were very passionate about it in choosing your brother to take on the Attila role, because any producer, right, they want to take the name with the success of Kickboxer. Was it because you had a vision and you envisioned Attila to look like your brother, or was it more you wanting to give back?
No, actually, I knew he would do that part perfectly. I would never propose my brother because he's just my brother. You know,
Mm-hmm.
movie was first. The quality of the movie is first.
Yep.
I mean, you know, and I just knew he would be perfect for that part. Especially, he has that profile of a Turkish guy. You
And
know,
he was amazing.
yeah, he has that profile, and he's a great fighter. And a great, I know he's a great actor because since we were very little, we were, you know what, 6, 7. I mean, I was even before I met Jean Claude. We were going to movies, Jean Claude, my brother and I, and in the 60s. And because now I'm 61, and we were like, we just loved movies like Tarzan. At that time, it was with Johnny Weissmuller, black and white. It was Massiste, Sanson, Hercule, all those strong guys. We just love to watch those movies. And then, of course, The Seven Mercenary later on, Western with Yul Brynner, Steve McQueen, and Ben-Hur, of course, Charlton Heston, and all that. So we watch those movies and we go back home and we reproduce those you know, scenes. Then after we were doing it with Jean Claude, so we loved movies for a long time ago, and I just knew already by doing sketches at home and all that. My brother is talented. He's very good. So again, I could have not mentioned his name to them if I didn't know he would be perfect for that part. So yes, because I knew my brother really wanted it. So that's also the main thing why I insisted, because I really wanted, again, as I said, my dream come true with Tong Po. I wanted to have his dream come true with Attila. That was also one of the main things. And uh, I start to, work on different ideas for him for the fight scenes. And yeah, I already had him in my mind, before even I talked to them. So we went step by step. And then thank God we convinced them. And then my brother was like, brother,
if you were to take on the Attila role, did they want you to look like Tong Po, or would it be how you normally look, like how you did? Did they want the
no,
Tong Po
no, no,
features,
no,
or?
no, no, they wanted the exact visual, the exact makeup. Yeah, no, they wanted the exact same visual. Absolutely.
I see. I see.
Just changing the name,
Yeah.
then see if they could have the rights. If not, they just change the name. And yeah, and it's a Turkish guy, or maybe more of a Mongolian, from Mongolia. It would be more Mongolia if it was
Gotcha.
Tong instead of. But yeah, that was the idea they wanted. I remember, like Mongolia, and his name would be Attila. The name will stay the same, but would be from Mongolia.
Gotcha.